Hello everybody, so Dania here with another Age of Empires 2 interview. This time around I am interviewing SalzZ team captain Vinchester. This is the third time he's been able to qualify for a Red Bull Wololo event, so we're going to talk about his thoughts on that, as well as potential secret strategies with Portuguese that he has been planning, or so it seems. This is your third time getting into the main event for Red Bull Wololo. I know that in a way it might be a little bit bittersweet because the past two times you were knocked out on the first round, which obviously doesn't feel very good. But I would imagine that it feels nice knowing that at least you are earning your place there. You are getting there consistently. So how does it feel for you getting into the main event yet again?
So now I like that we have something like group stage in the main event. So I'll get two chances because in the past main events, I lost both to the two champions. So that was Yo and Leary. So not exactly in the tournament when they won, but overall, they are one of the best players overall in this mode, I mean, in Power Wars. So now I like that I will have two chances at least two matches in the main event, and I feel like if I'll be ready for all those matches, then I'll be able to get even higher than top 16, which I was in the past tournaments. So I really like that I'm still in. I really like this mode, and I like that I'm again there from the first qualifiers. So this is not the second. I feel the difference between this, and I really believe in myself, so I can do it, and I will try my best.
Awesome. And I wanted to also ask about SalzZ and practicing. I know that ClassicPro made a lot of people look in their general direction because they had a really exciting match with God, I forgot the name right now, but with Bagged, I think, or I don't remember exactly, but they had a close series, and it was very exciting because it was a game that for a lot of people, ClassicPro was a little bit of an underdog on. And it seems like all of the guys at SalzZ are kind of improving their level, and they're showing up to these tournaments and having really good results. And so I wanted to ask you, how is practice going with SalzZ? How are you guys getting together? Because it's been now about 6 months, a little bit over 6 months since you guys sort of established the team. So how have things been so far?
So I would not say that we were practicing a lot in the past, but for this tournament, I think we grew up as a team. And right now we are a lot together. So almost every day we are talking to each other, talking about the strats, trying to play in Power Wars mode, etc. So we are trying to use the time now about to be in a team and try to help each other. And as it was then Classic played versus Viles, which was one of the most important match for him. So we all were there between the games, and I think that we helped a lot. This psychological that he knows that I don't know. Maybe it's good for him to know that I believe that he can win because this is another player, another level player for him. So it's a little bit one tier higher, but like I am, which is this probably same level as Villas, telling him that he can win and he's doing this. So he just believed in himself and he was able to win. So I think this is something like how it was. And yep, they are playing a lot now, and I like that finally we have time for each other and we trying to help and we're trying to think about the strats together. It's not like me saying what to do, etc. So those guys are doing a great job, and everyone in our team now is doing a good job, and I like that they are now on the good level and they can participate in those tournaments and try to fight for the prize places. So yep, this is how it goes.
So from Red Bull Wololo 2, I wanted to know, since the time that we talked at that moment, what are some of the things that you looked at your own gameplay and said, I need to change that, I need to improve that? What have been the biggest points of, of improvement that you needed to find in yourself to be able to get here another time? Because it's not like the opposition just stayed the same. Everybody is trying to constantly get a better and better level of skill. So you needed to also step up to be able to qualify yet again. And I wanted to know, what are some of the things that you looked into yourself and said, hey, I need to be better at this?
Well, first, the first problem I get in second Red Bull that I was qualified from the first qualify again. Same like in this Red Bull 3, and there was this week which were for my English, I feel like I made a lot of mistakes here. So in the second Red Bull, I qualified from the first one, and there was the week which I didn't play a lot because I felt like, okay, my work is done, so that's good, and I'm in, so everything is good. And I feel like all the top players who we're gonna play in the first round, they started to practice when I finished to practice. So I had a bad week because I didn't play a lot. I felt like, okay, I did everything, and I feel like Leary and other players, they just started to practice, and at the time when it was the first round, they were better preparation than me. So I feel like, yeah, I played versus you. Just sometimes mistake about it. I played versus Leary in the first Red Bull and versus you in the second. So I feel like I was not in good preparation, and right now I'll try to start the preparation right now and not finish it as I did in the second Red Bull, but I will just start it right now. So I'll try to play more and more and more in this until the main event. So this is the first thing, and the second, probably I thought a lot about my mechanic, and for this several months I changed a little bit my hotkeys. I changed a little bit my style. I feel like I became better, but not just say I became a better player, etc. I feel like I changed a lot on my mechanic, and I feel like now it can work better. So overall, I'm just more decent player, or at least it should be. So I believe in myself. So these two things is what has changed from Red Bull 2.
Nice. And I also wanted to ask you about the maps. I haven't checked yet all of the maps that you picked as your home maps, but I wanted to know if there is any particular map that you're feeling very confident in, that you will, maybe not give out the strategies, but that you will likely pick as your home map a lot of the time. And if there is a map that you feel you're gonna need to practice a little bit more before you find the strategies that, best work for you.
Mm-hmm. So in previous tourney, I feel myself really good on the maps like Coliseum and Habub. This is kind of same map, so there is some different changes, but mostly this is the same map for me. And I felt myself really good on them because I practiced them a lot. But on this tourney, I felt like I think I banned it versus Fire, and I thought something like, don't know why, but I don't want to play this map. So I feel like something changed, and I liked more the water maps, like I don't remember the name, probably Catains or something like this.
Catails, yeah.
Catails, yep. So this is the water map. I like that in this Empire Wars there is more water-dependent map, so I like this idea. So I like this one. Maybe I really like the rock slide. I picked this map several times, but I didn't play my home maps any because I didn't lose any games in the qualifiers. So the most important matches I won 3-0 and 4-0 versus Classic. So yeah, by the way, about the Classic, I feel like that was kind of hard for him to know that he can get me out of the tourney. So it was kind of hard for him to play because he know me, and Vilas is kind of unknown player for him because he didn't play a lot versus him. So that was probably harder for him to play versus me. So yep, I didn't lose any, so I didn't play my home maps yet. So I'll need to practice it more. But I like the water maps in this Empire Wars mode, and I don't like the maps I liked before in the Red Bull 2. So something like Habub, I don't want to play it because I feel it kind of random for me right now. I'm not sure about the best strat there. I'm not sure about the best Civ there. So this is kind of random for me, and I don't like the random in the tournament. So I'll try to pick the map which I know the best, and which I know what to do and what I'm at least confident what to do.
And I also wanted to ask you, sort of as a final question now, about your civilization picks. Obviously, there are the usual suspects. Whenever you got the chance, you picked Vikings. You also pick Magyars a lot of the time. Obviously, everybody is going to be looking at those sort of high-tier civilizations that are around. But I also noticed, at least in your round of 32 match and in your match against ClassicPro, you ended up drafting Portuguese. And I kind of wanted to know, where does that pick come from, and what are the sort of ideas that you have with Portuguese that you think they are valuable to be taken sort of early on? I think for your match against ClassicPro, you picked them third overall, and for your match against Fire, you actually picked them first. It was your first pick, even above Vikings, for example. So what is the strategy there? What is the idea there with having Portuguese in your sort of tool set?
Well, I don't want to say a lot about my strat because I feel like I will use it later. So this is kind of secret information. So, but I will try to answer you the question. I feel like Portuguese is good thief on the water. So Fire picked Cattels as his home map. I know that Brazilians are really good on water, so he wanted to probably pick a decent thief there. So I felt like Portuguese is good thief, which he can pick for the Cattels. And this is a good water thief. This is one of the best thief there because you start in Feudal Age. So the weakness of Portuguese that they have no bonuses in Dark Age about the eco. So all their bonuses starts from Feudal Age. That the units are cheaper on gold. And this is exactly what you need on this map. So you need to get 2 galleys and probably Fletching at the same time, and the one that's if you can get it, this is the Vikings, which you will probably not get for this map because Vikings is good overall on Empire Wars, and the Portuguese, which is good for this map. They have better ships, etc. So this is a good pick for the war map, and I thought like, okay, if he will not get me the thieves which I want, then I'll play with Portuguese on war map, or at least I will not let him play with it. So he picked Byzantines. That was another good thief for the water. But I feel like, so this is why I banned them, because I didn't want to face them, because I didn't practice it too much, probably, the water map. So yep, this is just overall a good thief. It's got buffed in latest patches. So they have a good fast Imperial strats, they have a good water control, and they have just a little bit sweet eco bonus about the cheaper gold units. So this is just a good thief for me. I don't know. I feel confident when I'm playing with it, and I feel like this is strong enough to be competitive in tournament games.
Nice, awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you get to play them in the group stages. I'm sure that will be exciting to see if you have some sort of hidden strategy. Because, like, all right, maybe a little bit of an extra question because I want to know your opinion on it. I don't know if you saw DauT versus Dogao in Atacama, where DauT went Malayans and used one of the small lakes to fish there and get a little bit of a bonus on food. Are we talking that sort of hidden strategy where, like, once you use it, you may lose it? Or is it just a little bit of, like, you practice it a lot and you think you have something that maybe other people are not catching on to?
I feel like second, probably it's mostly second. So this is something like other people's not thinking about, and I feel like if I'll use it, it's going to work, but probably once or twice, no more. So if you'll know that I'll go for it, then probably it's going to be much easier for you to play. So this is kind of risky for me, and I feel like it can work in several situations, and I hope I'll get this situation in group stage, and I will just take my point and go next. So yep, this is something about it.
Nice, awesome. All right, well, thank you.
So maybe one little bit. So it's kind of fun that I'm talking again about the Portuguese, because we probably just wandered people a little bit in World Cup when we play it on. Did you watch, by the way, the games over there, Snorri?
I try to watch all of them, but I didn't get to watch all of them. So
I got it. So maybe you know the map, which is called Valley. Yep. So on this map, there is a river in the middle, but this is mostly the sand, and somewhere there is a little water. So we try to use the Portuguese there with caravels. This is mostly land map, so there is just a river, which is supposed to be a lot with deers, with hand. So that's why Mongols probably were pretty good on this map in 1v1, but nobody was going for the ships on this map, and we tried it in the competitive match there, so Swiper and MBL, and that worked. That worked nice. So those caravels are really good on water maps, and So again, I want to try something with Portuguese, and I hope it's going to work.
Nice, awesome. Well, then thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me, Vinchester. It's always awesome to get to chat with you. And yeah, best of luck with you in the group stages. Best of luck to the rest of the guys at SalzZ with their remaining qualifiers. Hopefully, at least one of them will get through into the main event as well and get a little bit more representation for the team there.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's would be wonderful if someone of them will win. And I feel kind of sad that I didn't let Classic to do it. But if I believe that in the second qualifier, which will be probably not easier than the first one, I believe that he will do it. And thank you very much for this interview and for this great job about Age of Empires. So thank you very much. And I think I would say it from the whole the community. So you're doing the great job. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Vinch, once more for the interview, and thank you, the audience, for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, you know exactly what to do. But other than that, that's all for me. Have an excellent day. Goodbye.